Gentlemen and ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If. It's a brand new What If. It's called, instead of calling it just a What If Zuko Was Impossible Man, I call it the What If Zuko Was a Tank Man. Basically, a similar to him, but has way more power. Zuko has a clowning around ability. But, yeah, when Zuko gets upset, it's all over for whoever ticked him off. Yeah. So, I'm adding Zumi to this What If. So, yeah. So, now let's begin with a few things. First of all, Zuko is way more intelligent, but he just wants to have fun. And two, he is overpowered, so I'm making him go beyond my other alternate Zukus that I made in the past. So let's begin. Now, ready? So, the Zuko and Zumi, were born, and and at the age of 3, at age of 4, sorry, I usually say age of 3 and then something happens. So at age of 4, Zuko, they went to the quirk doctor. And the quirk doctor, sorry if I'm talking weird, because it's just, I was so tired out. So, yeah. So they went to a quirk doctor, and the quirk doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk of fire manipulation. Zuko, he says, Zuko, you do not have a quirk. So then that broke his heart. But then, yeah. So after they left, they abandoned Zuko. They took Zumi, but he starts uncontrollable giggles as he thought of a joke that could cheer him up. So, time skip to 15. Zumi and because she has not seen her brother in like a long time. So he walks around. He gets into like some fights, and he does occasionally like things that's funny. But he doesn't like commit any like true, or he doesn't like commit any real crimes. It's just, huh? So then yeah. So he's always happy. Like so Zumi joins UA, and Zuko discovered his powers, and he did like what he did. He like somehow he made a phone poofed into his hand, and randomly it was not just a normal phone. It was the phone where it was like into the universe phone. So he like enjoys as a drink pops into his hand as he's just walking around, looking at like some of the pictures of like different aliens things. He's like, man, and this phone is awesome. So then so now I'm skipping over the USJ, but at the sports fest, or skipping the rest, but the sports festival, he was there. There, or wasn't there, but he smiles that he came to watch his sister do her very best. And he has this feeling that he knew who she was. Because when I say that, he in this alternate timeline, he totally forgot about Zumi. To try to keep himself entertained. But one day, actually, before USJ started, right, the Quark Doctor says, "Ah, Zuko, nice to see you. How have you been, man?" Well, without a quirk, need to keep myself entertained. Well, you actually don't. You did not need a quirk. Right. Or actually, you did have a quirk, but it's just your power overrides it. Basically, it took control. It's like how Zuko who, or so the Quirk Doctor explains his power is the most powerfulest thing in the universe. So, it seems like you're getting the hang of it, Zuko. Huh. Yeah. As he is, it's like him eating the smile fruit, where but with like anger thing. Yeah. So then after that, the time skip to All Might versus All for One. All for One says to All Might that you should have had a chance of getting the one most powerfulest person. Let me tell you who's that lucky person is. You never heard of Zuko Midoriya or Zuko. He's the most powerfulest one. His quirk, or he actually had a quirk. But we were so blinded by his true power. As All Might was like, what do you mean his true power? You ever notice that he is always in a cheerful mood? As All Might thinks about that? Well, no, I really did not. Well, because reason is because if he goes into a bad mood, someone would die. As Mountain Lady hearing all that going on, as they could not believe it. Or she couldn't not believe it. Someone that's more powerful than All Might? More powerful than All for One? Must be a kid thing. As, isn't that right, Asashi? As he turns and looks at the Asashi that I totally forgot to add. So, yeah. So I'll just use... So Asashi says, wait. So you're saying the lovely doctor lied to you about it. The quirk that your son possessed is limitless fun and of the flames. So enough chit chat. Now time for you to die, All Might. As All Might was down, but not out. As everyone was like, as All for One is about to use his attack, or actually, he does, but Zuko was walking past. Like, he turns around as he looks up, as he gets hit in the face, or actually, Zuko saved All Might's life. He got thrown into line of fire. As they, yeah, Zuko, so his phone did like pop away, like teleport away, and his drink too. As when the smoke cleared, they thought he was All Might. But then, as he says, as everyone is wondering who this kid is, then they just remembered, that's Zuko. They all said it at the exact same time. Him. As he turns around, he sees a bloody All Might, like beaten up All Might. As he says, I get it now. As the earth starts to crack underneath his feet, like how Dragon Ball Z characters do. It is like that, but with way more power. I'm trying to find what I was talking about. As he says that, and now, you were trying to kill my favorite idol. All our favorite idol. Symbol of peace. And now, time for you to die. As they see his aura grew stronger. As All for One is like, As sweat goes down his face thing, even to his palms, because they knew he messed up a lot. So then he walks viciously as he gets onto the ground. Or this is what he would look like. As he says in a demonic voice of like his own demonic voice, he says, time for you to die here. Now it's... As he jumps onto All for One, like he moves so fast, blink of an eye, he was there. He grabs All for One, and he created a sword, like a sword randomly popped into his hand, chops off the All for One's head, and slicing him into bacon bits. Yum. All for One bacon. And I might try that. Not really. So, yeah. So, Zuko's aura grew, like, on a whole nother level. As he says, I hope that you have... Of course, the Zuko turned around. But instead of, like, be angry at him, he walks over. As he uses his powers, so he heals All Might all the way through. Like, he is now back to Prime All Might. As they could not believe it. They just witnessed his power. Every single person witnessed And the villains were like, we won't be scared of you. After we beat you, we'll beat every pro hero. Bam! As they all exploded. And blood spewing everywhere. All the villains exploded. That's what I'm trying to say. As Zuko looks over. No, it's time for me to leave. As Zuko says that. As he did, like, he made all the, like, debris vanish, like, pop, 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 pop. Yeah. So then he teleported away. Or he jumped away. As a drink and his phone followed him. As everyone was terrified. As they always looked around to make sure. But Nezu, on the other hand, sees this as the opportunity to recruit him. Yeah. And you don't know what's inside Nezu's head in this what if. So, yeah. So then, All Might was like, man, if that's his true power that we witnessed, we must have to take super precautions. Measures, yeah. So then, Asashi went out and told her, or actually when they got home, Asashi told Zumi that that young man was actually your brother. And when she heard that, she could not believe her eyes. She was crying. She could not believe that her family kept him away from her. Why? Hey, did you keep my brother away from me? Because he was quirkless. But now we know that he is too powerful. Because remember what All For One said? That Zuko, Zuko was he was born with this power, so, yeah. To have, because you and him in the past, you two were so happy together. Like both of you were playing around with dolls and all that stuff, playing video games, all that stuff. So yeah, then Zumi can't believe it. Like, they cannot believe it. So they search everywhere. They tried to look around, but they could not find him. If they don't find him before the villains do, it's all over. So, yeah. That Class A, Class B, Class C, all the way to, like, Z. As they, like, trying to find him. The entire world is trying to find Zuko. But they did not realize that he already left the planet before. Like, he teleported to like the to grab the like Mars, as he like grab rocks of Mars, and he teleports back. And they're like wondering where he went. As he says, huh. Well, that's okay. As the government even, like, if he's that powerful, we need to have him be a hero. Because if somehow the villains get to him, it's all over. We're all dead. So then the detective was like, we need to figure out why he is because he was born with it. We need to figure out why that he is too powerful. So then, yeah, as they all agree. But then they left. And of course, only one person knew where he always was. So Asashi went home. Or actually, Asashi was out in the woods at night. I know. They get found by a wandering spirit? No, not that kind. As the Zuko runs behind him, as he says, "Who are you?" As freaks his father out. Like, he almost had a heart attack. So yeah, then Zuko ends up, or of course the fire and everything like calm. So then Zuko says, "Huh. Well, you're basically trying to look for me? Yeah. Many villains tried to negotiate with me before, but I shut them down. Oh? Because what I really want in this world is to who be a hero, just like how All Might is. So, as Sashi says, well, yeah, they want you to be a pro hero, and I want you, or me and Inka, or me and your mother and your sister. I know that you don't remember us, but we want you back. Well, okay. Because he knows being in the family is more important. So, yeah, so Zuko was also immortal, so he can never age, can never die. So he joins UA. He meets up with Nezu, and then everyone is like terrified of him if he gets into a bad mood. But then when they meet his funny side, he's not a really bad guy. Momo, who, and Mina wanted to date him so bad. So both of them dates Zumi, or no, Zuko, because where is it? It was no. Let me find it before. There it goes. So Bakugo and Todoroki were dating Zumi, so yeah. So So basically Zuko and of course is getting that same treatment from Ochak or actually Ochako and Momo. Because my first thought was to ship Ochako with like that redhead, because when I say redhead, I mean like him, at hair. So basically, so redhead and Ochako. What would make their quirks used? Would it be like the opposite of gravity, like light as a feather thing? So, but I was gonna not ship the Momo and Mina with Zuko, but gonna like ship with like Mountain Lady. Yeah. So yeah. They basically, yeah, Zuko ends up dating Momo and Mina. If you guys want me to do a what if Zuko falls in love with, or actually gets married to her, or because I'm thinking about doing like these like ships things, like starting it back up again. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I take two people from two different animes and I ship them together. Like, kind of like a love story, but with. Trying to find it, but. Give me a moment. Woo-wee! It took me a long time. So, you don't know it, but I take like two of the like the same anime characters and I ship them together. Or I take like one of the ships things, or like one from one anime and then ship it with the other kind. So let's get back into the what ifs. Yeah. So yeah. So they got married and they had 3 kids. Or no, 4 kids. Yeah, 4 kids. 2 boys, 2 girls. And yeah. So because that makes sense because so then so Miriam asks him, how does it feel to like have all that power? Well, it's always with all that power is like it's basically it feels like you were holding the entire world in your palm of your hand. You could do anything. And that's what it feels like. But and the and I can also change reality. I can do whatever I want to it. So you're basically saying that you can change the fabric of reality of this world, right? Yes. As they're like wonder, or as she's wondering what he means, as he turns, and we talk about our powers. You want to go on the slide? And she went from being the sad and kid to being like happy as she goes down the slide and yeah, doing all that stuff. And they were like, man. And some of them were like Momo, who is now called Momo Midoriya. Uh, she goes from Momo Midoriya to being, or no, she went from Momo Irozu to Momo Midoriya. 3 M's, yeah. And Mina, yeah, her, she ends up, like, I forget her last name, like her, did they say it on, oh, get back here. Yeah, Ashterdo, Ash, do, Ashterdo, this part, if you pronounce it in, yeah, so I always called her Mina, but not like her full name. So she went from this, like Mina, to like that last part. She went from Mina, that to Mina Midoriya. Yeah. So because it's just weird, and yeah, or actually, no. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired out. So I meant Ochako. I'm or actually, I my original plan was for that redhead Bakugo and Todoroki gets married to Zumi, and then those three got married to like Momo, or no, actually Momo, Mina, and the Ochako got married to Zuko. That's my sticking with my original plan. Because in my original plan, Zuko, who just randomly just like walks right past All Might, and he, or just like past All Might, and he gets hit in the face by a laser. Yeah. So then, so a couple days later, asteroid came, and it was about to hit Earth, but Zuko grew to pass Mountain Lady, and you know what he ended up getting? Hit in the face by the asteroid as he grabs the asteroid and threw it right back at, because he says we don't need it. As they're like, are you okay? No, I'm ticked off. As Zuko says that. Because I have a little bit of a dent on my nose, and as he buffs it out. Yeah. So then his, yeah, that flipping hurt, man. As they see his entire face was like scorching, like black, like charcoal face. As he shakes it off. Ugh. As they're like wondering, why is this kid always so overpowered? So then, yeah, they do all that stuff, and now this is the end of the What If. So thank you for sticking around. So bye.